listen to me real good. I've told you once, I said it 1,000 times. You get out of those pagan, satanic, religious, Christian churches. Christians do not follow the commandments of the Bible. Christians do what they want to do. They make up their own laws, their own rules, and their own regulations. Come out of her, my people, and come out from among them. And it's real simple and easy to ascertain who are these people you need to come out from. Easy. Number one, if they keep Sunday, that's an automatic sign that you need to not have any fellowship with these commandment-breaking, wicked deceivers and seducers and bewitchers of the truth. Simple. Well, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Greetings, each and every last one of you that are here tonight. Join in on the greatest word, the greatest ministry, and the greatest show. I guess they want to call it show. It makes no difference to me. I ain't know about all that. What about you, teacher?
Yeah, it's a broadcast.
It's a broadcast
in the sea.
on earth. Straitway Truth radio broadcast. I welcome each and every last one of you. All of you that are donating already. We have Brother Galen. Bless you for Shepherd from Sister Anyala. $50 super chat. Thank you, Sister Anyala. Hope everything goes well with you up there. Christopher Jonah, $5 super chat. Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell. Definitely have to join your patron. Thanks for what you do. You're welcome. And you know, this week, well, first of all, I bless you all in the magnificent name of Jesus, Yahshua HaMashiach. Because without him, without the Father, Almighty Yahweh himself, none of us would be whatever we think we are or whatever we want to be. He alone are worthy of all praise, glory, and honor, and we are here as servants. We serve in the capacity as servants. I can tell you right now that it's a hell of a lot more easier to follow than to lead.
Yes.
That I promise you. I want to say that I do appreciate each and every last one of you who contribute to my vacation fund. That Elder Rufus, he takes up 3 times in the year because of 3 Ashayas. I want to say thank you very much because, like I said, when I was young, I used to look at, CEOs and all these other people and wonder why in the world did they have to take so many vacations? You know what I mean? And I never understood it until I went on my first vacation. And my first real vacation, believe it or not, came when I was like 51 years old. Other than that, I've been having my hand to the plow and to the grindstone ever since. And I didn't know how important it was for health purposes to be able to wind down, get your mind set, reset. I actually become a hell of a lot more sensitive to the Ruach after I get, I have a chance to dispel a lot of the noise and everything that's going on because we have many, many different challenges that we're up against in this society. You agree with that, don't you, teacher?
Amen.
And I want each and every last one of you to pay attention tonight. We have much to offer, much to share in way of wisdom. We're going to go over a few things, important things, considering the environment that we find ourselves in. I want to go over a few things. Now, the other day on a broadcast, I showed y'all the shirts. Now, if you want to send an offering by way of Cash App for either one of the purple shirts or the black shirts, it's a $25 offering. If you're going to show up and be here for Passover, the purple one's right there. Here's the black one right here. And when they're gone, they're gone. And don't ask for it. The next time they'll be available will be Passover. Here's the black shirt right here. And of course, this particular thing don't do it justice when you see the purple. It's really truly a nice, very nice purple. Mm-hmm. And it's all 100% cotton. Cotton, and they feel really, really good. Victor A, $10 super chat. How was scuba diving? If you went for it, I didn't. I actually was going to go scuba diving because it's just it's probably one thing I hadn't done. You know, I actually weighed it very carefully. I think that I have some type of spirit in me, and I'm not going to call it an evil spirit. It's not an evil spirit. Conscious One, $10 super chat. Thanks for everything, Pastor. Thank all of y'all. Thank every single one of y'all. I am going to go scuba diving, though. I am going to do scuba. The thing I like about civilian scuba diving, recreational scuba diving, it's better than military scuba diving, because military scuba diving, your ass is getting ready to go through hell and back again, because you're going to do so many damn flutter kicks. And anyway, so this recreational diving, that's for me at my age right now. I promise you that. Anybody can get Gideon. And I can tell you right now, Ranger boy, whatever I do, he is going to do it just for the sole purpose that he just say that Pastor did. I'm going. I'm there. He gonna be there too. But he just prays I don't do some of this stuff. I don't know why he's a Ranger. Damn. He's crazy too. I already know Frogman, man. He's a scuba champ as far as that goes in the ministry. Omar Norfleet, $20 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Hallelujah. But I actually was. Mother Carol, come here for a second. Because she was there with me, and I walked past that thing, and I said, man, that's the one thing I ain't did yet. You know what I mean? Not that I have a bucket list. You know, a lot of people have a bucket list, you know, things they need to check off. I don't have a bucket list. It's just that I've got some type of, either I'm wired a certain way or some screw loose or something like that. Something going on that I like doing dangerous stuff. And it's a wonder that the Father, by His grace and mercy, I'm still alive, if you understand what I mean. And there's a reason why women outlive men disproportionately. They do. They really, truly outlive men. Maya Patterson, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Didn't I think about going scuba diving?
Yes.
And what happened? The reason why I changed my mind that I didn't go scuba diving, was it the water, the volatility of the water? What was going on?
It was the waves were too high.
Yeah.
It was too cold at first, and then the waves were too high on the days that we were available to.
Now
do
scuba diving is underneath the water. I don't even know the difference of how volatile water is when it's. I know you have an undercurrent, right? I know Frogman knows all about this stuff, man. He's been put out to sea, man. And Maya Patterson, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, come here. Let me give him for a second. You go ahead and make your debut here tonight, because everybody, they can't wait to see you. All right, here he is. He's 5 months now. Look at his Kaya. His Kaya. Look, right here. Right here, man. Look. Say hallelujah. Hallelujah, everybody. Stand over in front of the camera, Carol. Stand over there. Say Hezekiah. Look at mother. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? And he's drooling and doing all this other stuff, and he just had his first thing of green beans the other day, and look at him. Boy, he's filling this thing out. He's the heaviest 19 pounds I've ever seen in my life. Anyway.
Probably 20 now.
Probably 20 now? Hey, he feel like he's 50. He feel like a 50-pound dumbbell, what he feel like to me. Gee, so you don't break your back on something like that, you know. Jordan Wafer. Bless brother Jordan, $100 super chat, Shabbat Shalom. Says, what kind of blade is that behind you, sir? You know what, Jordan, I'm glad you said that, because I've had it for a while. And the first person to guess that blade, if you've seen over there, I would give you a shirt of the ministry free. First person to guess what kind of blade that is. For those of you that saw it. And I don't know if you can they still see it? If they can't still see it and stuff. Because I don't know if they would turn around and, will they turn around and try to block the channel, man? I ain't showing a gun though. Look at that. Ooh-wee. So the first person to guess that right there, I will give you a shirt.
That's always got ammo.
Yeah, and you better, and if you're going to get it, yeah, he is growing. He's growing up and out. U.S. System, $40 super chat. Thank you for a loving commitment, brother. I will reach out to the organization. God bless the little man. Thank you. Thank you, every last one of y'all. Christina Roby, $50 super chat. Shabbat shalom, Pastor. Peace and blessings unto your home, sir. We have our Straitway family dearly, what do you say, to see you at Passover. Glory to the King. We're looking forward to seeing you there at Passover. Yep, a lot of people got it, but I've got to look back in my notes and my emails and get all the time stamps down and find out, because they're coming in by Cash App. They're coming in. I'm sure you got your answer now, Jordan. So thank you, Christina Robley, and thank you, MVP Florida, $100 super chat. Bless you, Pastor. It's always great to hear your wisdom. Shabbat shalom. Well, thank you. And Brother Mike, $25 super chat. Bless you, Shepherd. Love you dearly. Good to see you at practice this evening, Brother Mike. Elder Doug, myself, man, we had so many people calling in and writing and calling in, leaving messages, emails, dining hall messages, just thanking the Father for the Straitway ministry, because they were prepared. They literally were prepared, because you know how it is. People they laugh at us, they mock us. Excuse me. Everybody has this pessimistic attitude, towards us. And when having this pessimistic attitude towards it's all funny. It's all funny games. Why it don't take all that? Why y'all doing all this? Well, you don't get to pick the day, the time, or hour when evil come your way, do you? And boy, when it came, it came like a hurricane, didn't it? This freeze them. Hey, you felt like you was in a Game of Thrones, didn't you? Winter is coming. Good mercy. Hold on. Jeez, man, that Hawk was out there, wasn't it? Man, that Hawk got some people. And you know what? Them people still are under order to boil their water because there's so much parasites in it. I mean, it's bad. You can see, these parasites ain't hot. You can see these stuff. And it's just bad down there. And if you can't see what's happening to America and what's happening to our country, you are blind in one eye, can't see out the other, you're dumb on purpose, and you deserve exactly what you get. That's just the truth. Shannon Brown, $25 super chat. Shabbat shalom, Shepherd. I really, really, really appreciate your obedience to the Most High Yah. Brother Timothy and I are still building a great relationship. Glory to the King. And you know what? Only thing I can say is give yourselves a hand clap and give yourselves a little praise. Treat yourself out to something. Monkey Bastard's in the house.
Hallelujah.
Glory to the King. Monkey Bastard is in the house. $300 super chat. Bless you, Pastor. Bless you, my brother, my friend. But give yourself a hand clap for having the eyes to see and the ears to hear. You were prepared. You came, you saw, and you conquered.
Oh, yeah.
While everybody else was freezing to death and dying and going stark raving mad. Overcomer. John saw the multitudes of the overcomers.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say, though, man, when you got people that are benefiting from this truth right here? Well, we're going to educate y'all tonight. We have something lined up here, but let me tell y'all something. You know it's bad. I want y'all to listen to me. It's bad when we got to tell black women, this is not hairspray. Do not use this in your hair. Now, it will lay it down. But the book teaches you to envy not your oppressor. Don't sit up there and buy this stuff and spray it in your head and try to slick it down and lay it down because it ain't coming back up. You may not be as fortunate to go get a doctor that would do a procedure on your hair for free. What kind of spirit would possess you to do this? Use this spray in your head. And then not only that, hey, I better put this out there. Summer, said it straight up. Look. What is that one?
Rubbers.
Oh, and Trojan, don't use these either.
Don't use them.
Trojan Fusion Prophylactics. Don't use them. And definitely do not use this as chapstick. This is not chapstick. Are y'all hearing me? It's sad to say that in this generation we even got to go this route and go this way. What the hell is going on and what is this world coming to? And of course, Executive Joe Biden, I know y'all probably don't know what's going on in the news, but Joe Biden has used the N-word in the news. He has used the N-word.
Uh-oh.
Because you know that blacks are too stupid to operate a computer. That's what Joe said. And blacks are too stupid to know how to get to Walgreens. I mean, you have to understand, this good old boy stuff, it's ingrained in Broadway Joe. It's ingrained in Sleepy Joe. When it's there, it's there. Mm-hmm. Even when your cognitive reasoning is leaving and you're glitching like Buzz Lightyear. Hey, everything that's in him is there. It's there. It's ingrained. It's set. Joe ain't never did a damn thing for the so-called melanated or black people in this country. Never. I still can't understand for the life of me why a black man and woman in this country would want to be a damn Democrat. It wrecks my mind. It wrecks my mind.
That's so true.
It literally wrecks my mind.
Yeah, that is so
And then I look at all these stage playing hypocrites up there. Roland Martin, Cornel West, all the other pundits out there, especially on Sirius XM, Joe Madison and all them, they loaded with them. Karen Hunter. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these men are intelligent men. And these women are intelligent women. I'm telling you, they are. And at times I listen to them, but man, their affiliation and their love for the Democratic Party is it just throws me, man. It just, don't you know the Democratic Party, it loves the KKK and sponsor them, and anyway.
That's where it started.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
That's where it started.
It's just undamn believable.
I
don't get it. And then I'll get people, well, they talking about politics. Well, shut up, dumbass. You ain't never said nothing to give anybody any wisdom that would help deliver them. Straightway, we do this all the time.
Yes.
I got people out there calling me Prophet Dowell and stuff because not only this, but in the last 10 years, I've been saying stuff before it happens and it comes to pass. Yeah. How do you know? Well, they're led by the spirit of y'all as the sons of y'all, right? Travis Campbell, a $25 super chat. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat. Thank you for being a concrete example on what an Israelite man should be. I thank y'all for you, my Jeremiah 3:15 pastor. Hey, like I said, hallelujah. Thank you, my brother. Like I said, I think that every single one of you out there should give yourself a hand clap and a hand praise and thank the Father. You thank Him that He gave you the eyes to see, the ears to hear. Truth is perishing in the land. That's what the prophet says, right? And truth has become dangerous. And y'all can tell that we're definitely under scrutiny considering free speech and censorship. It's under gun, under fire. Victor, a $10 super chat. Being a mulatto, it surprises me. The word albino offends some people. Baby, let me tell you something, brother. People are going to, I learned one thing about people, they're going to be offended.
Yep.
You can't be concentrating on why they get offended. Because just let them be offended. But I'm in Facebook jail. I can't live stream over there, which there wasn't about 8 or 9 people that would watch on live stream anyway. You know what I mean, on Facebook. So I ain't no big loss. Charles Brown, $20 super chat. Bless my brother. Thank you. But I tell you, I'm not at a loss for words. I think that when people choose to be dumb on purpose, I think that's a serious issue. Because you have to understand, ignorance is a killer. What if you are the head of your household and you choose to not put your foot down and lead, and you have this worldly wife that want to love the world, stay in the world, be like the world, the whole 9 yards? What if they do that? All right? And you don't put your foot down, and the next thing you know, you sitting up here in a crisis. And now you're looking at your wife with bitter, cross eyes because you should have just went ahead and first of all, I hate to even say this, why would you have to override something that you already by divine fiat are the head of?
Yes.
It's just nonsensical, brother, and it don't make no sense, do it.
Oh, no.
Brother Alexander, $20 super chat. Thank you, Shepherd, for all your wisdom. We were prepared for the weather. Also, thank you, Straitway, for the support you have shown my family during this time, Brother Alex and Sister Lauren from Texas. Well, you're welcome. It's you men, you better get in your place, because after we get finished with what we're going to speak about tonight, I hope that it would help you take even more serious your role. Now, we put it out in the video earlier, but I want to be in Father's Will, Fredericksburg, Virginia, next Sabbath. Looking forward to seeing you there. You can go to Dry Bones Rise conference, drybonerise.com. And what you can do is you can go there and register, or you can get some information over there, and we'll be able to see you there. All right? Well, you know, one day we're going to, maybe this spring and summer, get those shirts back for shipping again. But the most people that benefits from the shirts, and we're going to open it back up again, is the ones who come to the feast, because shipping is so outrageous. I mean,
yes.
You'll buy a shirt, and it'll cost you half the amount of what the purchase of the shirt is just to get it delivered to you.
That's true. That's so true.
It don't make sense.
Robbery.
Makes no sense. So March 6th, Drive On Rise Conference. We'll be there, be the Father's will. Now, we know that we are in America, KKA, America. And we're watching. Did you see what they just got finished doing? They made another law. See, why is it that heterosexual people like us, we have no laws that protect us? But the gays, the lesbians, the homosexuals, the transgenders, and those who identify. The president, as mixed up as he is, turns around and says that people should be protected, not what they say that you are, but what you say you are. Y'all know y'all would have to cast a serious demon out of me if I'd said that I identify as Jezebel. God. Woo, boy, I'm sure I would have every brother in the ministry on the first thing smoking on the highway. Boy, they would come here and grab gallons of oil and just anoint the whole land and everything else. And I mean, good mercy me. Unreal. JV, bravo. Bravo. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Good God. Hallelujah. $10 super chat. But man, they have made sweeping legislation to go ahead and say that anybody that talks against these people of alternative lifestyles is hate speech.
Heard that.
So they're trying to put a gag order on us in free America. Mainly on social media because, you know, social media reaches out and stretches out. Because I've seen some people where these people try to flaunt their lifestyles in public and they got their rear ends handed to them because people ain't accepting it, regardless of what this government says. You understand what I mean? And they won't. Why do you have to, if you're so guilt-free, why do you need the backing and the power of the government to make a law? You see what I mean? Now, I'm leading into all of this for a reason. I'm leading in all this for a reason, teacher, because they are doing their damnedest to make sure that they silence the voices of truth. That the First Amendment, I told you. Yeah, you see, I know years ago y'all thought that I was crazy when I said we are a communist country. Freedom of speech is under. How many times you seen me over the years? I can't tell you countless of times. How many times you see me hold up that book with the Constitution on? Mm-hmm. How many times you see me do that?
Many times, yeah.
And literally read from it.
Yes.
See, the Constitution is supposed to be the rules of engagement for a civilized society, and all other laws coming from the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch is all supposed to be encompassed and support and circling around it. Now we got Executive Joe. It's now up to 60 something executive orders. Now they can all be repealed by the time the next Republican get in office. But what they're doing is they're setting a new norm, a new precedence. If the Democrats are going to come in and start executing everything, guess what the next incoming president, which is going to be a Republican again. And I'll prove it again. You had George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Then Reagan and Bush. You had Bush, right? Republicans. And then you had Bill Clinton, Democrat. Then you had Bush in again, Republican. Then you had Obama, Democrat. Then you had Trump, Republican. And now you got Biden, Democrat. So it's going back to Republican again. You know what I mean? And the people out there, they get so enthralled about it. So remember I told y'all, whatever y'all see is going on in these cities, y'all stay away from that mess. I've already been telling y'all for well over almost 3 decades now, come out of the cities.
Yes.
Come out of her. Yes. I told you to come out of these churches and come out of the cities. Some are listening, some ain't. Hopefully we get a little bit of information here tonight, a reason why you need to move with fear.
Yeah.
But freedom of speech is under attack. In Australia, they're not having the government telling them what they can and cannot do, or if they don't trust the government to insert some foreign object into their bodies. They're raising hell in Australia. And mind you, they ain't got no guns. They got guns taken away from them. We got guns and we ain't raising nothing. What was the Second Amendment for? Yeah. The Second Amendment is basically there when you go read it. It's for us because the government gets its power from the consent.
Yes.
That's us, the people.
Yes.
And basically, the Second Amendment is there not for hunting. It's there to protect us from a tyrannical government gone mad. Gone roll. We're supposed to be there to have checks and balances. Yeah. Now they've outgunned us, outmanned us, outdroned us, and everything else, and they taking away everything. And it makes you want, we'll see. But I can tell you one thing, people always ask me, Pastor Dow, do you advise anybody going to the military? No, you're stupid as hell. What about you? You was in, I was stupid as hell. Yeah. Now what do you do when you don't give yourself no wiggle room?
No.
But we're being hijacked.
Definitely, yes. Raped, pillaged, everything.
And I'm telling y'all right now, You better hear me. The only way, let me show y'all a picture. Can I show y'all a picture? I'm going to show you something. All right? The reason why, even more so, you need to get out of the city. Look at this picture right here. Look. You see this right here? See that man over there laying, see him laying down right there? That is a man that has been assaulted out in public. And people are just walking by looking. Can't do nothing. Did y'all hear what I said? Vincent Resco, $10. Bless your pastor. Really looking forward to seeing you and your family in Passover and jamming some good music with the brethren on the patio. I believe that the blade that you showed was a cure. Yeah, it is. Thank you, my brother. And to Wayne Hilton, $99 super chat. Shalom, pastor. As I grow in the faith, the devil has been attacking me from left and right. Hey, welcome to the faith. Now you know you're in the real faith.
Welcome to the walk.
Hallelujah. From knees problems to eye to skin, you name it, something I laugh and I say I feel like Job. Still fighting my kidney failure, so please lift my name up to the Most High. See you at Passover. Brother, what you need to do is when you get here, you need to make sure that you participate because we're going to be doing deliverance. The devils hate that stuff. It's going to be healing available. Get proactive. More like it's demonic spirits, demons. Brian Turner, $10 super chat. Well, anyway, thank you, my brother, for your $100 super chat. Did Biden say the N-word? He sure did. Biden said the N-word. He sure did. Can you give that song, man?
Are they
Biden
taking him to task like they did Trump?
No, hell no. He gets passes on everything. They ain't take. Matter of fact, you got a media blackout. You don't hear nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. But that man is laying down, been physically assaulted in public, and nobody's doing anything. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. So I'm gonna give you some education here tonight, okay? Skip Doe, $25 super chat. Happy Sabbath, Pastor Dowell. Hey, bless you, my brother. So I'm gonna start this segment of the broadcast by saying, do you have the right to intervene? Listen to me very carefully. I want all you brothers, everybody, security team, everybody. I want you all to listen to me because I'm going to educate you. Do you have the right to intervene? All right. Before we go into, the Good Samaritan law and third-party defense, I want y'all to listen to me because I'm going to try to do whatever I can to educate everybody in here. Because, if we see violence being done to someone, those of us that are men and still have testosterone running through our bodies, we don't even think. We just respond. We go right off into it. You can't sit by and watch a man beating the hell out of a woman on a street corner and just not do nothing about it. You understand what I mean? You've got to intervene. It's just something in your spirit that makes you intervene. But the way that the laws of this system and everything is set up, I'm telling you, man, they would want you. Watch this. If you see a man beating up a woman, or if you see, let's say if you see a mob out in the cities, you know what I'm saying, the cities again, they're protesting. Protests go violent. They start going awry. They start throwing bricks at cars and stuff, and somebody pulls out a gun like they did at the Capitol. Somebody just shoots this woman and kills her. Watch this. We need to ask ourselves a question. Why is it that we don't hear nothing about this woman being murdered at the Capitol? Why ain't it plastered all over CNN and Fox and MSNBC? And because normally when they plaster George Floyd all over the news. Mm-hmm. Did they not?
Oh, yeah.
They got Tamir Rice all over the news. They put Sandra Bland all over the news and social media. Did they not? Mm-hmm. So why did this white woman that got shot and killed at the Capitol from California, why ain't the news media wanting to get to the bottom of this and the bottom of that? Is her death meaningless? What the hell is going on?
True.
There's an agenda going on here.
Definitely.
No, y'all, I'm telling y'all, see, y'all think y'all know what y'all talking about. You better stop with that citizens arrest shit. Y'all know what people have told you. You ain't investigated nothing, because in 21 years, there's nobody has ever made a citizen's arrest and it bode well for them. I'm going to try to teach y'all tonight. Before we go into the teaching of this, y'all better listen now. Why you think I'm here on this subject? I'm here not so y'all can interject what you think you know is true. I'm here to try to help y'all out.
Yes.
So you know how to behave and how to navigate in this wicked world that we in.
Yes.
I even have got to reframe my mind and retool my mind.
Yes.
Because I could get into some serious trouble, if you understand what I mean. And you know the devil, man, he would definitely want me to start responding and reacting on my emotions. You understand what I mean? If you see somebody out there getting abused and being abused. But we got to ask ourselves a question. Can you interject yourself into a situation and then later on call it self-defense? How does, because you know some DA out there is looking to make a name for themselves, to put you in the jail and in prison and under the prison. And then given the present climate that we're in today, you know, the sickness of it, there's really no morality. There's no common sense no more, because the thing that used to be common is so uncommon now. I mean, you can't depend on that anymore. But you cannot, in any way, shape, fashion, or form, because you see a riot or you see a bunch of mob. This is how crazy this world is. Why you think I keep saying get out of the city? The only thing, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. But let's go over and let's get some scripture here. Teacher, let's go to, first of all, Shemot chapter 15, verse 3. That's Exodus 15, verse 3. And let's hear what Yah has said. Because we need to know this. All of us need to know this. Because, see, we don't talk much about this. The world and the system knows this. Because they educate. I'm trying to educate y'all because I love y'all. I don't want to see any of y'all doing some unnecessary time, because you're thinking that you're going to go into a legal, lawful court. And you think you're going to be dealing with a jury of 12 people that think like you do. Have you not looked at America lately? Have you not looked? Can you depend on these drug-infested people here in America that's willing to run to the cattle trough and get vaccinated by any damn thing that comes? And you're going to tell me you're going to put your lives in the hands of these people? You better get rid of this old saying, I would rather be judged by 6 than carried by 12? Or judged by 12 than carried by 6, excuse me. You better get rid of that mess. Change your mind, refocus, become educated, and listen to what Pastor Dowell has to say, because I'm going to help all of us, including myself first. Howling Thunder, $96, $20 super chat. Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell and Teacher Shane. All praise to the Most High Yah for you, Shepherd. Just giving a testimony of experience of serious deliverance from a 5-day fast of no food and water in Louisiana. Truly blessed brethren here. Hey, bless you, my brother. Thank you for your offering. So we're going to go into this, okay? We're going to talk about this, all right? We've got to go into this because we really, truly need to know. There ain't too many people talking about it. We're going to talk about it tonight. Do you have the right to intervene? And we're going to look at the so-called, quote-unquote, Good Samaritan laws, third-party defense. But before we do that, we're going to go to the truth. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Read on, teach.
Yah is a man of war.
Yah is a man of what?
War.
So let's get that right here from the beginning. Yah is a man of war. All right? He didn't say that he's a coward and he's waiting for somebody else to fight for him. He is a man of war. Christina Ship, $40 super chat. All praise Most High. Yah bless you, Pastor. Thank you for your continued sacrifice for Israel, the Louisiana Saints. Bless y'all, Louisiana. Hallelujah. Love y'all dearly. So, Yah is a man of war. And now we're going to go into a couple of instances to where we see the patriarchs and their response when things went on. When we go over to Genesis chapter 14, starting in verse 12, we see that there was a people that decided to come and take Abraham's nephew, Lot, taken captive. All right? So they took Abraham's brother, son, who actually dwelt in Sodom. Now, mind you, Abraham, he's the father of faith, right? Where was he at? On the outskirts of the city. The same way that we keep trying to teach all you so-called Israelites. How in the hell can y'all say that you are Israelites? How can you say you're a Hebrew Israelite and you still stuck in those metropolitan areas? You still stacked up like sardines in these damn cities. Here's a perfect example going all the way back in antiquity right here to show you that when it says come out of her, get out the damn cities. What did it say get out? He called perfect example right here. Why? What is this sickness of mind that y'all just so comfortable living in that cesspool? Abraham was on the outskirts. Lot ended up in trouble. Mind you, they didn't have the laws of the United States of America because these twisted people. We're going to start in verse 12, read on down to verse 16. We're going to see how the father of the faith, Abraham, how he dealt with this. Now, mind you, notice, I'm putting emphasis on geographical location. All right? Abraham was in the country, agriculture. And you got all these Israel people claim to be, you ever seen all these people dressed up in these costumes, looking like Power Rangers? You know what I mean? Claiming to be Hebrew Israelites. And yet not a one of them as an Israelite has ever even butchered a deer or an animal or a chicken. They don't even know how to grow a bean.
No, they ain't even dug in the earth.
No.
Planted a seed, nothing.
The women don't even know how to go to the well and get water.
Yeah.
Can't even raise a livestock. But they're Israelites. I'm supposed to believe that shit. I'm supposed to believe that, right? Nah. No, I'm going to stick with what we know. I'm going to stick with what we know. But, read on, teacher. Here's Abraham, Genesis, better sheet, chapter 14, verse 12. Come on with it.
And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped and told Abram, the Hebrew.
Abram the what?
The Hebrew.
Come on.
For he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, brother of Anna. And these were confederate with Abram.
They were with him, right? They were with him, just like in Psalms 83, the nations are confederate. They were with him. Come on.
And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive.
So when Abram heard, notice he said his brother, because we know that Lot was his nephew. He's still a brother in the Most High, right?
Yes.
Was taken captive. Let's see if Abraham was a conscientious objector. Huh? Let's just see. Because people are confused about this. Whether to use deadly force or not, if necessary, when you need to, when you should and shouldn't. We're going to clear that up. Come on.
He armed his trained servants.
Stop. He armed, wait. He didn't just arm anybody in the camp. Just because you a man, he didn't just give you a gun or give you a sword and just arm you. He armed his trained servants. You get that? That's like when Ranger is here doing all his training. You got very few people that want to get back there in the nasty. in the shit. Very few people want to be rained on all day long. Very few people want to roll around in the mud. See, I'm going to quote an old passage of the scripture. These things you ought to have done and not left the other undone. I get it. I'm spiritual. I don't know anybody else in the ministry more spiritual now. I'm telling you, there's some brothers that are right there with me now, but I'm telling you, even I get back there and train. Old as I am, still.
Amen.
And I'm a veteran. So don't give me the... God, Yah hates a false balance.
Amen.
You still need training. Now, Abraham was responsible to make sure that he took care of his nation. June Hines, $57.20 Canada. Super chat, Shabbat Shalom. Shepherd want to get out of the city. I'm in a rehabilitate. Having trouble with double hip surgery. Well, it's going to take you a while. Thank you for your guidance. Trusting y'all to make a way. True family, bless you. All right, I'm going to stay the course. Y'all want to go ahead and contribute, y'all go ahead. I'm going to stay the course on this so I don't lose thought, okay? But it's when Ranger is back there, there's nothing personal. But you're going to get hollered at. You're going to get screamed at. You probably get cussed out. It ain't nothing personal. It's there for your good. And there's a lot of people that has literally quit training because they simply cannot take the stress and the pressure, if you understand what I mean. There's a mental aptitude, there's a physical aptitude to it. You understand what I mean? And when it's cold outside and you got Brother Brett, who's an assistant there to Brother Gideon, and Frogman, and I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nobody gets to that level until you gotta get past Ranger first. And that ain't no easy task. And you either gotta be trained by Frogman or Ranger, or you gotta be a veteran that's got some damn trigger time and you know what the hell to do. They even let this old man get in. And you've got to have a sober mind. You literally got to have a sober mind. I'm going to just leave it at that because I ain't giving up every damn thing. You know what I mean? Because the way we train, if your mind can't cut it, your ass is out. I'm telling you that right now. And it's nothing personal. That doesn't mean that one man is better than the other, but I'm going to tell you this. The book said this, that Abraham armed his
trained servants.
Somebody who knew what the hell they was doing.
I mean,
even in the Romans and the Greeks, they had a military that all they would do is just, they would spend their time set aside for their army just for training. Warriors. You had people that had to run the logistics of things. Mm-hmm. People had to run the civil workings of the community. Then you had cooks. You had school teachers. But then you had warriors. Somebody got to protect us. Somebody got to protect us. And everybody, I know all these men talk a lot of shit, but every man don't have heart. I'm telling you that right now. And when it comes time to put your neck out and stick your neck out and your life on the line, that's when you're going to really truly find out anyway, we ain't got time for all that. So we try to figure out right now the people who we can actually have on a moment's ready notice that is willing to pay the ultimate price if necessary. Now, the ideal is we train so we don't have to pay the ultimate price, that somebody else pays the ultimate price, if you understand what I mean. The enemy.
Yes.
If you get, that's the reason why you train. So Abraham armed his trained servants. Come on with it.
Born in his own house.
Come on.
318.
That's a lot of trained servants. Come on.
And pursued them unto Dan.
Dang, come on.
And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued pursued them unto Hobah.
Smote them. And what that means in English vernacular, meaning that he killed them. I know that the English and the King James try to dress up a lot of stuff. But yeah, Father Abraham, whenever somebody messed around with his people, he went and he killed them. Now, I'm going to ask you something. Is Abraham going to be in the kingdom?
Definitely. Friend of God. Oh, yeah.
These damn Christians and stuff, they would have you to think you on your way to hell.
Amen.
If you have to defend yourself for somebody that's doing you harm or somebody done took your family member. Over here Straitway, you do some shit like that, we're going to light your ass up. And we're going to come looking for you.
Yes.
That's just the way it is.
Yes.
I mean, you got to understand, you've got laws of this land, but laws can't rule a lion when a lion knows he's in the right to protect his own.
Yes.
Laws may be sufficient for men, but the law of Yah is sufficient for us.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We're all slated for death anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Read on.
Which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot.
Now wait a minute. So Abraham not only bought back all the goods that was taken, but he also bought back his brother or nephew Lot, right? Come on.
And his goods,
Uh-huh.
and the women also.
Oh, he bought back the women too.
Yes.
Now, all you women out there that believe in all this damn equality, what are you going to do when a mob comes running down the damn road and stuff and they want to do physical bodily harm? You a woman, you going to stand up toe-to-toe against one of these men out here? No, you ain't. You ain't got the physical strength to do it. You can't do it. That's why you need men. Read on.
And the people.
Come on.
That's it. He said 16, right?
Oh, yeah, that's good enough. So that was Father Abraham. So when something took place with Abraham and somebody did an injustice and took his nephew and stuff, did he call the civil authorities or did he take matters in his own hand?
In his own hands.
Oh,
He knew
okay.
what to do.
He knew exactly what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a farmhand agriculture way out in the country.
Yeah, yes.
Handle stuff the old-fashioned way.
Yes.
He didn't dial 911 and watch everybody die.
Kept everything in-house.
Kept everything in-house. There you go. There you go, teach. There you go. Now, we're going to go to King David.
All right.
All right, we're going to Ziklag. I got a good message on Ziklag. You remember Ziklag?
Yeah.
Man, we're going to go to 1 Samuel chapter 30. We're going to start verse 1. We're going to read for a little bit. We've got to lay this groundwork before I get off into the way that we need to be having our conscience and our mind thinking. So there's one thing about this ministry. For those who've been listening to me for quite a bit of time, you've heard me state this, and I said it over and over and over again. We speak on social, political, economic, and religious perspectives and point of views. Is that right? How many times you heard me say that, teach, on these videos?
Oh, many. Many, many, many.
In other words, we're covering a broad spectrum because I know how they have conditioned us and our minds as a people.
Yes.
And the conditioning is real.
Yes.
And it's warranted. So we've got to wipe you by the truth of Yah's word, by the Holy Spirit. I'm serious. And we've got to put your mind in the right frame. But it can't be in the right frame if you're not stimulated by truth.
Truth.
Introduced to truth.
Truth.
Introduced to an alternative thought pattern.
Yeah.
Because what they has given us
Yes.
is nothing but death
Death, definitely, yes.
on this earth. I get a reality check. When I stump my damn toe, man, that pain is real.
Yes.
And I'll be thinking to myself, and I say, I'm ready for death, huh?
Living color, right?
Good God of mercy. I feel the pain too.
Yeah.
Man. But I'm telling you, don't y'all wait for everybody to wake up. Look what happened. The majority of people in this world suffered over in America because they wasn't prepared. They wouldn't listen to one wise man. They wouldn't do it, Teach. Wouldn't do it. All right. Read on, Teach.
And it came to pass,
Uh-huh.
when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day, that the Amalekites had invaded the south, and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag, and burned it with fire.
So the Amalekites came and raided Ziklag. Burned it with fire. Just sacked the whole damn city, right? Again, get out of the city. Come on.
And had taken the women captives.
What they do? So they in other words, in your windows, let me read between the lines. They killed the men, and they took the women captives. Mm-hmm. That's the way that they did things in antiquity.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on.
That were therein. They slew not only either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way.
Come on.
So David and his men came to the city.
Uh-oh.
And behold, it was burned with fire.
And man, and now you got all type of digressions going. You got all type of spirits going on now, because David and them was out on. They had a lurch team out. Long range reconnaissance. They were out doing their thing. Come on.
And their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captive.
David gets back and he notices his wives are gone, his sons is gone, his daughters are gone. They were taken captives. And then he's looking at all these dead bodies of men just laying there around, and the city is sacked. Let's see if David got on his knees and prayed and asked Yah for direction on what to do and, all this good stuff. Let's see if he tried to get a hold of a local civil authorities and try to find out what direction he need to go. Does he need to fill out a report, file a complaint? You know what I mean? Just all this good stuff, right? Come on.
And then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep.
That is some serious lamenting.
Yes.
Because you don't know at this time what's done happen or what has become of your wives, your sons, your daughters. I tell people all the time, in this ministry, we suffer loss all the time. We do for falling on the Messiah. But it's proof positive that we can show you with our own lifestyle that there's nothing between our soul and our Savior, not even our own blood. Y'all hear me? Teacher Shane, perfect example of it. Never put anybody before the king. Never has. Regardless of how the devil would twist and warp and distort and all this other stuff and then try to use the children as blackmail and all this stuff. No, nothing comes before the king. Because we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the king anyway.
Amen. That is the truth.
So there's some men that they can't be bribed and they can't be bought because they're already a purchased possession.
Oh, yes.
And you're not going to, in any way, shape, fashion, or form, use blackmail to try to bend them to your will. We're just not them type of men. Wherever you come from, bro, saying he can make still 5, 6 more children. Y'all's good.
Absolutely. All the time.
Yah giveth and Yah taketh away. Blessed be the name of Yah.
Amen.
I'm serious. You're dealing with, over here, you're dealing with men. You ain't going to tell me that you love your wife and you love your children more than he does or more than I do. I will tell you flat out to your face, you are a liar. You don't love your wife and your children more than we do. You just don't. It's just that we love the Most High greater than anyone, anybody. And if there's an ultimatum given to where you have to pick and choose wife, children, sons or daughter over the Most High or against the Most High, guess who's getting ready to go bye-bye?
Definitely.
There is no life without Yahweh.
No.
There is nothing without him. And so the decision with us has already been made and the die has already been cast. You're not ever going to sway us or persuade us to go against our Elohim. You can forget it. It ain't happening. I love my Ashais. I love my children more than just like you do. I do. I love them. I truly do. But I be damned if I'm going to sit up and let any damn one of them ever persuade me from the service of Yah. I would tell every single one of you, goodbye, good riddance, and so the hell on. You can forget it. It ain't happening. And see, if we had men like that today, then we would still have an Israelite kingdom.
Yes.
But everybody's bowing their knee to the damn wicked-ass woman called Jezebel. Huh? Wicked-ass woman Jezebel. Same one we warned about over in the book of Revelation. She's still going to be there. Mm-hmm. The assembly of Thyatira got their damn warning. Sardis, all of them got their warning. Nobody's paying attention. We paying attention. We paying good damn attention. Read on.
And David's 2 wives were taken captive.
Oh, teacher, you went too fast on that one. And David, how many wives?
2.
Oh, time out. King David?
King David.
Is David going to be in the kingdom?
I definitely believe he will.
Nah. So we go and read Genesis. We see that Abraham had wives and concubines.
Uh-oh.
Wives and concubines. You know why? They were men. They were men. They loved their people. They loved their women. But David had 2 wives. Mm-hmm. Well, I be damned. That's in the Christendom, isn't it? Y'all Christians, don't you dare say another damn word or a sermon about Abraham or David since y'all against biblical marriage. You might as well go out there and preach Caesar. Read on.
Ahinoam, the Jezreelitess,
Mm-hmm.
and Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite.
Whoa. Wait. David is adulterer because he took Nabal the Carmelite's wife, right? That's kind of charges they be levying against me. I just thought I'd just throw it up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
And David was greatly distressed.
He was what?
Greatly distressed.
Read.
For the people spake of stoning him.
You know the reason why? He the leader. You're supposed to have everything together. We're following you. You're supposed to make sure that we are protected and our women and children are protected. Mm-hmm. You the leader. You're supposed to forethought and think of these things. We follow you, we leave. Next thing you know, we come back. Our homes are sacked. Our village is trashed. Our tribe is trashed. Mm-hmm. Our women and children and our children are gone. Damn, David. If it's going to be our end, we might as well just get rid of you. But read on.
Because the soul of all the people was grieved.
Come on.
Every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David?
No, he didn't say nothing about wives. Every man was grieved because of his sons and daughters. You know the reason why? Not that they despise her. It's just that their wives are grown. The children are innocent. And a man is a protector of the seed. Read on.
But David encouraged himself.
David did what?
Encouraged himself.
So in the midst of adversity, David did what? Encouraged himself. Not only does he have an enemy that has already came in and sacked them at Ziklag. Are you following me? But now he's got his own people rising up in insurrection against him. Read on.
But David encouraged himself in Yahweh his Elohim. And David said to Abiathar the priest
Come on.
Ahimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David.
Mm-hmm.
And David inquired at Yah, saying, Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them?
Now, see, that's when David did. Because then, what he did more than anything was trust in Yah. Today, we just want to move on emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go do anything without the approval of Yah.
Amen.
So when I said before, did he seek Yah? Yeah, he did.
Oh, yes.
Shall I go up? Because as soon as he get confirmation from Yah, there ain't no civil government. There's no nation. There's no country. There's no people.
Yes.
Once Yah give you approval, if Yah be for you, who can be against you then? Once David hear from Yah, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wrap. It's over with. Why wouldn't he seek Yah?
Amen.
Come on.
And he answered him, Pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all.
So David went in that battle knowing that he was protected. I wonder how many angelic hosts, how many angelic force was there to help them swing them swords. Read on.
So David went, and he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook Besor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men.
Now see, this is our problem today. Civilization has made it so that they have made sure that we as a people do not have a contingency, a very strong and powerful force, but we remain divided. That's why Satan fights against these communities so hard. It's easy for them to bring 30 and 40 and 50 agents or whatever they want to call on false pretense and overrun one household. It becomes a little bit more difficult when you got 40 or 50 men in unity, all armed. But see, they know they can turn around and bring out 200 or 300 plus the National Guard. You see what I mean? In other words, the old adage, if you're going to have to fight and you're going to have to fight for liberty, you're going to have to fight force with force. But we're too divided. And they know this. They've learned from all the battles and all the wars over the centuries. We have got to keep the people dependent upon us, and we've got to keep them divided. And we've got to make them trust in the system, trust in the government. That way, they will never organize and depend on themselves. They will always believe in the welfare of the state. Anybody listen to me? They will always depend upon us, and you know there will always be somebody amongst them in the midst of their ranks that want our benefits. One sinner destroy much good. Did I say something wrong? No, I'm just stating. Mind you, I'm just telling you straight up what the hell is really going on. You think America is for you. America don't give a damn about you. Look. Trump was getting us and withdrawing us from the wars overseas, and Biden and them is doubling down, trying to get us into more wars and make sure the troops stay there. They thought they was getting ready to come home. And now Biden and them, these Democrats, but they got to keep the war machine going. Ching ching.
Yep, ching.
Dumbass people. They ain't even educating their people. Read on.
For 200 abode behind, which were so faint that they could not go over the brook Besor.
See, you got to leave some people behind that is literally going to protect what's left. And some of them are so weak they couldn't even go. But come on.
And they found an Egyptian in the field. and brought him to David, gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of a cake of figs, and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him.
Yeah, his strength came back into him again. That's what that means. That's a idiom. That means his strength came back into him again. Come on.
For he had eaten no bread, nor drunk no any water, 3 days and 3 nights. David said unto him, Who you belong to? And when art thou? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite. My master left me because 3 days ago I fell sick. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, and upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. David said to him, Canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear unto me by Yah, that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master.
And the reason being is because he was in the contingency that was getting ready to go over to Ziklag to sack it. But he fell sick and they left him behind. And he wanted an assurance from David, his word, that you ain't going to kill me if I tell you where this garrison is. Come on.
And I will bring thee down to this company. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing.
They were having a banquet, wasn't they?
Yes.
They were party hardying, wasn't they? David got there and he looked, got some scouts out there, and he looked, wow, look at this. Come on.
Because all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah.
Wow. Out of Philistines and the Jews. These people's on a rampage. Come on.
And David killed them from the twilight even into the evening of the next day.
So as soon as it became daylight, the first thing David did was start killing them. He had so much blood on him that he killed them from that time until what? From the twilight to what?
To the evening of the next day.
You understand that? You understand that? That is over a day and a half of nothing but just killing them. I wonder how much strength and power y'all gave David and all his men. That is a lot of killing. You know, when the spirit of Yahweh comes up on my heart.
Yeah.
Come on now. You know he will empower us, don't you?
Definitely. Oh,
Contrary to what this wicked ass world believes, because they don't think that the Most High Yah's here. You know what I mean? But man, come on. You know how much strength that takes to keep on killing and murdering. You ain't murdering, you're killing.
Yeah.
Justly.
Yes.
You don't think David knew the commandment of thou shalt not kill? Y'all people better wake up out of this stupor you in. Read on.
And there escaped not a man of them.
Not one man escaped. Not a one. Come on.
Save 400 young men which rode upon camels and fled.
The only ones got up out of there as they seen this. Good God, they said, man, we got some camels. They took off when they were jetting. They were gone. Cowards. Come on.
And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away.
No, he recovered some.
He carried all.
Come on.
Recovered all. And David rescued his 2 wives.
Whoa. He rescued who?
His 2 wives.
How many?
2.
King David had
2. Uno, dos. Yes.
2 wives? Boy, don't that go against Christian dumb. Anyway, nevertheless, read on.
And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil, nor anything that they had taken to them. David recovered all. And David took all the flocks and the herds which they drave before those other cattle, and said, This is David's spoil. And David came to the 200 men, which were so faint that they could not follow David.
And what did he do?
Whom they had made also to abide at the brook Besor.
Come on.
And they went forth to meet David, and to meet the people that were with him. And when David came near to the people, he saluted them.
He did what?
Saluted them.
Come on.
Then answered all the wicked men and men of Belial.
Oh. The men of gain. The men of filthy lucre.
Yes.
The men that selfish and only think about themselves. See, first of all, before we get to that, let me tell you something. If you're already with Israel, you're already with David, and he got 200 of you stand back to guard whatever's left,
Yes.
you get to reap just as much in the spoils, just as much as the soldiers that went on and actually went into the battle. But you got these wicked ass people that want to come up with this mindset, well, they wasn't there and nothing like that. What the hell is wrong with you? Read on. Let's just go ahead and get this.
Of those that went with David and said, because they went not with us, and we will not give them aught of the spoil that we have recovered.
You know, even in the United States military, let's say you got Gulf War, you got Vietnam, Gulf of Tonkin, World War I, World War II. Let's say if you got soldiers that didn't even literally go over there, because a lot of soldiers that go to war, they ain't literally in war. I'll give you an example. You got your infantrymen, you have your paratroopers, you have your rangers, you have your special forces. They in the shit. But you got your nurse, your supply. They over there in a wartime environment. They ain't on the front line, but they there. You got people that's in the military that's still stationed back at camp, back at fort, that ain't even left. You know that they all still considered war veterans because at the time the nation was at war. How the hell are you going to discriminate against a concerted effort? Come on, teacher.
Save to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart. Then said David, you shall not do so, my brethren, with that which Yah hath given us.
You better say it again. Who gave it?
Yah hath given.
That's why I keep telling us, whenever we doing something, don't you ever for one damn time think, because Yah's using you to do something, that you done it under your own power. You better keep it in your mind that Yah is the one who is there. That's the reason why I always try to show y'all what I do teach every time there's a miracle, a sign, or wonder, whatever. Do I not carefully always make sure that the people understand Yah's the one who's doing all this.
Yes. Yes.
We're his servants.
Yes. Without him we can do nothing. It's true.
Y'all can raise up another Pastor Dowell. Can't he?
Amen.
Can he raise up another teacher, Shay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, come on now. Man. Anyway, whatever. You better keep some humility.
Yes. It's a great fortress.
Read on.
Who hath preserved us and delivered the company that came against us into our hand.
All praises be to the Most High Yah.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High Yah. Come on.
For who will hearken unto you in this matter? But as his part is that goeth down to the battle, so shall his part be that tarrieth by the stuff.
You hear that? So if you was in the war and in the battle, the same, you get the people that stayed back, they get the same reward as you got. Don't give me that shit. That's why David is a just king. Don't think like you people. Come on.
They shall part alike. And it was so, from that day forward, that he made it a statute and an ordinance for Israel unto this day.
You got to. Because now you're going to have these wicked ass men trying to overcome the people who, trying to make people think that they were nothing, they had nothing to do with it. No! One band, one sound. One unit. One nation. Everybody contributes from the least of them to the greatest of them.
Amen.
We're going to divide the spoils equally. Man, anyway, anyway. Come on.
And when David came to Ziklag,
Are you in verse 20?
I'm in verse 26.
I love this, boy. That's why we kept going. Read on, teach.
And when David came to Ziklag, he sent of the spoil unto the elders of Judah, even to his friends, saying, Behold, a present for you.
So let me see. So it's obvious that David was pretty young at this time, because when he came and he took all these spoils, the first thing he did was went to the elders, show honor and respect, and says, here's a present for you. How many folks doing that today? I mean, the book says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father. Don't it say that? Don't it say that?
Yes, it does. That's order.
The elders that rule well, let them be counted worthy of how much honor?
Double honor.
Double honor. Double. Where we gonna get that shit at in this generation? Let me give it to y'all. Listen, we have paved the way for y'all in the midst of this wicked and perverse generation going against wind and tide, both male and female.
Come on.
To show y'all the ways of y'all. Ain't nobody did it before us. Y'all dropped it on us. He downloaded it into us. And we become the example. And you mean to tell me we're not even worthy to even receive of your monetary gifts and gains and stuff? I mean, come on now.
All right.
Should you not be grateful and thankful, knowing when you see the vision, what God's getting ready to do and what he's going to do, even after our time is gone?
Yes.
At least you got direction and know what to do. The restoration of all things is at hand.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And when I say all praise to the Most High Yah, it is all praise to the Most High Yah.
Amen.
But damn it, you give us the spoils and what you getting on this land. You come and grace us and give us thanks with it.
Yes.
Because it was just left up to you. You wouldn't have no vision and direction. Y'all had to raise up somebody.
Yes.
That's why Paul said, I've sown to you spiritual things.
Yeah.
What's the problem, man? You got a problem if I reach your natural? Come on, man. I'm an elder. Show some respect. Show some honor. And all you people out there contributing by way of Cash App, by way of Super Chat, by way of PayPal, double blessings to each and every last one of them. May the Most High contribute you in the midst of this wicked-ass so-called financial famine, even more so. That is our just due. Where would you be at if you didn't have this voice and this ministry crying in the wilderness?
Amen.
Where would you be at? He didn't give it to you. He gave it to us to give to you.
Amen.
And so that you may prosper.
Amen.
And your children's may prosper.
Amen.
All praise to the Most High Yah. All praise to the Most High Yah.
Oh, yes.
So don't you be sitting up there. Listen, you got a lot of damn people think they all there in the bag of chips. Listen. If you got elders in the ministry, pastors, preachers, teachers, deacons, listen, don't let nobody move you from them. You got Absalons all over the damn place that want to sit up there and hear the voice of the people, and you got some damn solutions for that. Shut the hell up.
Amen.
You better pay attention to the order and what Yah's using. Some of you ain't never ever seen the power of Yah operating like you ever have in our time.
Amen.
We've gone past everybody. All praise to the Most High Yah. All praise to the Most High Yah. And we're teaching you what we know and what we've learned, so you can carry it on to your children's children. And you want to hold back your little monetary gain and stuff? May the Most High Yah reward you.
Amen. We have been in the war, and we reaped the spoils of the war, and now we distribute them unto you.
You got that right. There's no discharge in this war either. We freely give. Freely we have received. Freely we give. And then y'all want to set up and you want to withhold a $20 bill? A tithe or an offering? Man, that's a sickness in this damn
You're
land.
not giving it unto men, you're giving it unto Yah. Come on. Mindset
Father,
change.
help us. Let's get one more before we hit in there, teach. Let's go to Luke 22, verse 35. Everybody still with me? Y'all still with me tonight? Everybody still with me? I hope y'all still with me. I love all of y'all. I truly do. I hope this is blessing y'all tonight. I really, truly do. Because the Father knows that we labor to enter in and give this message. Luke 22, verse 35. Let's go on with it, Teach. Come on with it.
And he said unto them,
What'd he say?
when I sent you without purse and script and shoes, that you anything?
All right.
And they said, nothing.
We ain't lack nothing. Come on.
Then he said unto them, but now, he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
Now, so if you don't have a sword, sell your garment and do what?
Buy one.
Today, our modern day sword is all this armament that you see behind me. A bunch of armament. You see it? Yeah, that AR don't mean assault rifle like these dumbass congressmen say. AR is for armor light. We sure do live in a dumbass world. You know what? I bless y'all, Israel. I truly do. Man, Israel is blessing us tonight. Glory, hallelujah. I know Lions Den coming on here. We're going to wrap this thing up, but I got a few more things I got to put out to y'all. Man, the super chat's coming in so fast and so furious and so hard now. There's no way I can. I'm going to give y'all a blanket statement. We bless all of y'all. It's just they just coming in too hard right now. They all are rejoicing. Think about this. We're at the ground level. By the time our time is up, man, even if the king, let's say if he was to tarry, we hope they come in a lifetime. Let's say he was to tarry another 50 years. Man, our children is going to have it good. Are they not going to have it good?
Man.
Because we've already established a baseline to keep y'all free from his wicked ass system. So let the whole damn country come down.
Yes.
Let the whole damn house burn. Y'all still be surviving and living.
Oh, yes.
There was people that was in the Great Depression that didn't even know they was in a depression because they already knew how to can, how to cook and survive.
Yes.
And the depression never even touched them. Glory to the King. All praises to the Most High Yah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Man, y'all's doing something.
I mean, they probably wasn't in the cities either.
You know, hell no, they ain't no cities. Y'all better hear me. Hear us.
Come on.
Hear us, damn it.
Come on.
Listen, in case you ain't figured it out, if y'all waiting for it, where's the men of y'all in this generation? Y'all looking at them. Straightway is it. Hook, line, and sinker. Ordained by the Messiah himself. We are here.
Hallelujah.
What more do you want? Let's pick it back up in Luke.
Yeah.
Going down to verse 38, teach. Something, bring me some of this.
And they said, Master, behold, here are 2 swords.
How many swords?
2 swords.
Come on.
And he said unto them, it is enough.
It is a what?
It is enough.
It is enough. Come on.
And he came out and went, as he was wont, to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him.
All right. So even the Messiah himself said, matter of fact, he didn't even advocate disarming the people.
No.
Matter of fact, what he said, if you have a cloak, what you better do is take it and sell it.
Yes.
And then you better get something to arm yourself. Is that right?
That's right.
That's what the Most High said?
Amen.
That's what Yahshua HaMashiach,
It's written.
Jesus Christ said, right?
It's written.
God damn it. So, listen to me, Israel. Let's go back to natural now. Are y'all hearing me? I bless all of y'all. Cash App. Super Chat. PayPal. Bless y'all. Thank y'all. I want to read a little bit of something right here, okay? I took a little notes right here, all right? So what are our options? Let's say if you're in the city, all right, and you're there in the city. Bless you, Sister Sheila. You and Jason, bless y'all. Looking forward to seeing y'all. So let's say you're in the city, and you notice in these cities, teach how many of these mobs we keep seeing. What does all the civil unrest, teacher? Do we see civil unrest happening out here with us?
No.
We're in the country.
Yeah. We don't see nothing.
Elder Rufus, y'all see civil unrest out there in that country? No. In every place where communities are, there ain't no civil unrest. You know why? Because there's no populace. Society as a whole ain't out here. Society is in these population centers going stark raving mad. This starting to make sense? You're driving a car, you pull up to a stoplight, and next thing you know, you find yourself, you're in a civil unrest. You got the anarchists and stuff. Next thing you know, they're throwing bricks, they're breaking your windows. You are a woman with a child in a vehicle. They see you, they start turning their attention towards you, myself and Brother Shane, we're in a vehicle 75 yards behind you, and we're watching all this civil unrest taking place. We're watching them taking bricks, crashing against your windshield. We watch one guy pull out a gun, trying to get into your vehicle. Do you know what the government and what the law enforcement officers of this world expect of you in the city? They expect for you to call the police, surveillance, watch what goes on, and don't get involved. Even if you get drugged from your vehicle, they don't want us to intervene. Because we may catch some prison time after the aftermath for protecting a woman against the mob. Because that's the way that these retarded ass laws are in this land. That's why when our sisters go out here straightway, they never go by themselves. And if they have to go out, especially a wife got to go out, your husband is with you.
Yes.
Because you don't get to pick the day, time, and hour when he would come your way. That's how retarded this damn wicked ass system is today. It's a satanic system. Because the way that this system does things is, let's say that you're up there in front of us, and you're 75 yards in front of us, and we see this mob attacking your vehicle, and mind you, we're going to the city because chances are you're trying to get on the interstate to get out. But you can't because it's lockdown. They're protesting. These boogers would tell us, myself and Brother Shane, and mind you, we armed. Chances are, not only do we have our sidearms, our secondary weapons, we got our primary weapons in the vehicle with probably 200 plus rounds. We're looking at each other, nodding, getting ready. Man, we already like, you go this way, you're going this way. We're going in on this.
Yes.
To protect the innocent woman that's in the vehicle, that is in fear of her life, and a child back there screaming from the mob. The laws of the world today tells us that if, I'm talking about in America, that if we interject ourselves into this, and we go and protect the innocent, you hear what I said? We more likely are going to end up in prison doing life for being a good Samaritan and defending as a third party a woman and a child that could not defend themselves. That's how sick this society that we're in is in right now.
Oh, yes.
Now I'm going to tell you right now, regardless of the damn wicked ass retarded laws in this land, we still going to do that which is right because our conscience won't allow us to rest.
Amen.
I don't give a shit about what these damn laws say. That's what we going to do. If I see anybody out there, I don't give a damn what venue we in, they throwing bricks at a damn innocent woman's car. And they got a gun pointed to us. I'm putting one through your damn head.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
You're getting headshots and stuff. We getting them out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's a difference between the way that these damn wicked ass people discern and see things in the city as opposed to the country.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the country, if we did something like that, we'd be celebrated in the county and in the parish. They would probably erect a statue to them resume to put your ass in prison.
Yeah.
Because it's political. It's all about politics. And I'll say it again. I said it once. I'm going to say it 1,001 times. I'm going to say it one more damn time again. Come out of her, my people. Get your ass out of these damn cities. Is that making sense, Teach?
I mean,
How much more damn city? I'm sorry that I ain't as stupid as some of your damn your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, your grandmama, your stupid ass relatives today. I use self-autonomy. We think independently. I know the laws. I read these damn things very carefully. I know what the hell to do and not do. This stuff making sense, Teach?
I mean, gathering in bundles.
You need to let me know, man, if I'm off the damn rock or some shit. Let me know if I'm off the damn rocker.
Oh. In living color, it's real.
Let's escalate this. Hypothetical situation. We dealing with hypotheticals. Hypothetical situation. Because hypotheticals become realities in cities.
Mm-hmm.
They become realities in cities.
Yes.
Is that right? Let's say we escalate this thing. Next thing you know, you got somebody in the mob, and they done escalate this thing, and now you got 3 or 4 people armed. And now they're starting to take people out. Do you know that one stupid ass retarded DA told somebody, take your gun and shoot it up in air and people would disperse? Time out. I'm going to try my best to speak truth to reality. I didn't say power, I say reality. If you got anarchy going on in the city, and you got someone that has decided they just going to start taking people out, and you 75 yards behind, you just take your weapon and shoot up in the air, and you expect people to disperse, first of all, timeout number 1. What if the people, hypothetical situations, since we deal in hypotheticals, what if they are veterans? Veterans are trained that if they hear gunfire, to go to the fire. You just got finished drawing undue attention to yourself. What if these are trained professionals, anarchists, done had enough of this damn wicked ass system in this government? Just because people hear gunfire, when I hear gunfire, it don't scare me. I've been hearing it for damn many, many years. It just tells me what a position is and what I need to do. Automatically, it's in me. I don't get scared because I hear gunfire, especially when I'm armed. So what if you got veterans, they hear gunfire and stuff, and the first thing they're going to do is like, man, they're going to coagulate on a position. They're going to know exactly where your ass is. And they're going to immediately go to the threat. That's some stupid ass DA. The same stupid ass DA didn't tell you that you are responsible for every damn bullet that goes outside the chamber. Not only that, the same stupid ass DA or any other attorney tells you that. Matter of fact, they didn't tell you that you are liable. If you discharge a firearm in a city or in a public or in a metropolitan area, you have committed a felony. Somebody better hear this damn big-eyed, pop-eyed preacher. Somebody better hear me. They ain't going to tell you that shit. You have literally committed a felon. Your ass getting ready to go up. Unless you're going to go out in a blaze of glory. In other words, don't depend on these damn people. I'm telling you right now, we live in a world. We literally live in a world. Conclusion. Because we got lines then getting ready to come on. We're going to wrap this up, all right? Conclusion. Listen to me, Israel. If Pastor Dowell is telling you to get out of the cities, it's not a suggestion. It is literally a command. If I'm telling you to separate yourselves from the people of this land, it is a command. You need to be making moves to do it and do it now.
Definitely.
If you can't see that this damn world is gone to hell in a damn handbasket, do you want your children associated with these people out here that are confused and don't even know what the hell they are today? Do you? You can't believe in T.D. Jakes because T.D. Jakes just got finished preaching a sermon that David was a homosexual because he's involved. It still appalls me that you people believe in this damn Christianity shit. It does. I'm dumbfounded, Teach. I'm dumbfounded. And they act like we ain't never been Christians. I'm literally just dumbfounded.
Yes, sir.
Israel, I love you all enough to tell you the truth because truth has become the new hate speech. Literally.
It's dangerous.
Everything when you're dealing with this world has to do with a gray area. Mm-hmm. So if you do something right, it's a gray area. If you go defend a woman or two women with a child, it's a gray area. Ain't gonna be nothing gray about it. It's gonna be nothing but blood laying on the streets when I get finished with it. I'm telling you that right now. These people are sick. You hear me? The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Mm-hmm. The only way in this wicked ass system that you will not catch a felony charge is if the threat is immediately upon you. You yourself, not because you went out to defend, but if it's immediately on you. In other words, they want you to sit back. They want you to watch a woman get raped. They want you to watch a woman get killed. They want you to watch a woman get sodomized, and they want you to watch a child to get sodomized. And they want you to just call 911 and report. That's this system we live in right damn now. And then us as men, we just simply can't do that.
I mean,
that's what they want you to do. That's what they call justice. If you defend a woman in a municipality, you've just discharged a firearm. You catch a felony because you didn't have your life in danger. And you were not in danger of your own life. What a sickness this shit is. That's why I keep telling y'all people, you better get rid of this damn civilian arrest. Y'all better get rid of that shit. I'm telling y'all. Citizens arrest. You better get rid of all that stuff. You better know how these retarded, stupid ass people think today. It is crazy.
Yes, it is.
The only way in this sick ass system. And mind you, what are you going to get for a jury? These lawyers know good enough to, when they do jury selection, they watch people very carefully. They can tell, look at this person, this booger's sick. They want to get back to their drugs so they can get back home. They don't care nothing about justice. I don't even want to be here. And you're going to get paid, what, $15, $20 a day for jury duty? They don't even want to be here. You don't stand a snowball damn chance in hell. I'm telling you right now, what this system suspects, they suspect for you. Call the police, cut on the phone surveillance, make good records, even if your own life is at threat. Let the wicked prevail and let the innocent die. In a nutshell. I'm probably the only pastor in the United States of America that would ever even approach or broach on a subject like this that would love you enough to tell you the truth. Probably the only one. Just in order to preserve you. Henceforth, I say it again. Come out of her, my people, that you be not a partaker of her sins. Come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And y'all gonna sit up there and tell me I'm the problem? Because I love you enough to tell you the truth. You gonna sit up and tell me I'm the one that's got the issue? I'm the trouble?
You're dangerous.
I'm the dangerous one. There you go, teach. I'm the dangerous one. No, you some sick ass people. That's what the hell's wrong with y'all ass. And you know what? If I'm damn sick and I'm dangerous, I'm gonna stay sick. I'm gonna keep this sickness because I don't even want no antidote for this sickness right here. I don't want no vaccine for this sickness that I got. I'm going out this way because I've been on the damn other side.
Yes.
And mind you, you're talking to a reasonable man here.
Oh, yes.
I'm very reasonable.
Very learned, very wise. Yes.
And I can make you an offer. You can't refuse. Let me tell you something, Paulie. Listen. Ain't that what he said in the movie? Then, when things go crazy, all of a sudden you want to come to me. What am I supposed to do? Come on. What am I supposed to do? Huh? What I got? What am I supposed to do, man? Hey. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take care of you. And, well, I got you. Listen, Paulie, he offer you stuff. Just see what he's got, man. I got better things to do, man. I got gardens to attend. I got all this stuff. But that's what he gonna do. Yeah, okay. Tell you what, though. I think y'all for Straitway.
Amen.
Straitway is just not one man. It's just not Pastor Dowell. It is a coalition of righteous men and women that's trying to make a difference, a small difference, as much as it is. We already know we're not going to reach the world. Some of you people have been so mesmerized and deceived into satanic paganism, you can't be reached. But it's about preserving the children's children. That's what we're here for. We're here for that. And our life is hid with Christ and Yah. Been that way for many, many years. I just don't understand for the life of me how y'all can't see this stuff, especially when you have a man declaring it. Mm-hmm. Ain't that what the book says?
Mm-hmm. Amen.
The wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. They don't even know. They don't even know. It is a strong delusion. Tell you what, teach. We're gonna go over to. Let me pull up my Bible here for a second. We're going to. I think it's 1 Thessalonians. Let me get my Bible here for a second. We'll come out with this. We expect each and every last one to be on the Lion's Den here tonight. Daniel Muir and them coming up, Rob and them. I think it's 2 Thessalonians. Let me look here real quick. Oh man, I got this thing over there. Yeah, I jumped to 4. There we go. I hope there's some way, somehow, jump 2, that I hope we blessed you. I truly do. I just want y'all to live. I truly do. I want y'all to be able to live. And when I'm talking about living, I'm not so much concentrate on this life as I am in eternity.
Yes.
Because there are many deceivers and there are many antichrists that are going out into this world. Teach us to start at 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's read for a little bit. We're going to end this thing. Let's end it at verse 12, okay? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, start at verse 1. After that, we're coming up with Lion's Den with Brother Daniel, Brother Rob Mathis, Brother Samuel, Brother Lee, up there, the 4 horsemen, and the rest of the Israelites that have joined in with us. Come on with the book, man.
Now we beseech you, brethren.
That means we're begging, invoking, inviting, and calling there. Read.
By the coming of our Savior Jesus Christ, and by our gathering unto him.
Let's get it.
That you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us.
Come on.
As that the day of Christ is at hand.
So if anybody trying to tell you he's coming, this day is at hand, don't pay attention to these assholes. Listen to us. That's what he was saying back then. We're saying it now. Listen to us. We know that we are Yah's people. Read on.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
So there are means to deceive them. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gave us warning. Read on.
For that day shall not come.
Except what?
Except there come a falling away first.
And
that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Come on.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yah, or that is worship. So that he as Yah sitteth in the temple.
Come on.
Sitteth in the temple of Yah, showing himself that he is Yah.
Let me deal with something for a second. There's no prophecy in all the scripture or the Bible stating that a third temple must be rebuilt. They coming out with this ecumenical movement. They're deceiving y'all. Don't y'all get swallowed up with this dissimulation with these wicked ass Christians and Jews. That they don't do it. There's no prophecy in all of the prophets or the law that a third temple must be built. You know why I know that? Because ye are the temple of Yah. You better stop this nonsense. I'm telling y'all. Yep. Anyway, come on.
Remember you not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things?
Read.
And you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only you who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
Come on, teach.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
That wicked will be revealed. And you know why? Because Yah says, surely Yahweh Elohim will do nothing until he reveals his secrets by his servants, the prophets. Read.
Whom the master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And what is it if I'm still saying Pastor Dowell and some of you believe me to be a prophet? I'm still saying, Pastor, I will take the lowly seat. If Yah says higher or whatever you consider to be higher, still a man of Yah. I'm still staying here until he reveals otherwise. But other than that, that ain't my damn, it's really not my standard operating procedure or forte. You have to understand, Straitway just want you to know the truth because it always sets free.
Amen.
This ain't about titles, man, and all this. This is about the king and the king alone. Pick up on verse 8, teach.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Come on.
Even him whose coming
Is after the what?
is after the working of Satan.
Do not the book of Hazum and Revelations even teach you that? That all these lying signs and wonders is coming by the damn beast and the false prophet? Don't it teach you that? Read on.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Now I ain't gonna make no. Hey, I'm making no apologies about it. We got power. We have signs, and we don't have no lying wonders. We got straight up it. I'm telling you, it's straight up it. Come on.
And with all deceivableness
Of what?
of unrighteousness
In them that do what?
in them that perish.
Read.
Because they receive
Not the what?
Not the love of the truth.
No. It ain't enough to just receive the truth. These people today, they don't love the truth. And because they don't love the truth. Let me stop for a second. Can I talk for a second?
Amen.
Daniel, permit me this for a second. The majority of your Christian relatives, your friends, your colleagues, your acquaintances, the problem is this. They all can give mental assent that Jesus Christ is Lord. They all do that, mental assent. There's only one problem, and it's a big-ass problem. The one who they call Lord, he is not master, nor is he Lord of their lives. So you can acknowledge him as Lord, as supreme, as the king. But if he has no influence on your life itself, if he's not lording over your life, if you're not following every damn jot and tittle, every rule, every guideline, he's not lording over your life to where you are the servant and he's the master. And that's what these damn wicked ass people don't want to today. They ain't going to give it up. They're going to hold on to their last ass breath. They're going to rule. They're going to have dominion here and now.
Amen.
They're not going to have this man to rule over them. See the difference with us? The Messiah, not only does he Lord, but he rules. And he has dominion with us here and now.
Dominion? Yes.
Because we keep his commandments. Our life is hid with Christ in Yah. We have set our affections on things above and not on things of this earth. These people, they will say, oh, I love Jesus, but I'd be damned if they let him rule over them. That's the difference and the fine line between us and them. Their way and the straight way. You get it? That's how people, they don't understand. They don't get it. Let's finish this, teach. Come on.
Because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yah shall send them strong delusion.
He going to send them what kind of delusion?
Strong delusion.
Read.
That they should believe a lie.
So the delusion is that Yah's going to send it so strong. And the only reason why it can be this strong is because you become so perverted. You become so out of the way and out of the beaten path that the lie now through your reprobateness. And we could change to that too over in Romans, but we ain't going to do that now. It's become the truth. Come on, teach.
That they all might be damned.
Some of them might be down.
All might be damned.
Sound like Korah, Dathan, and Abiram with everything that appertaineth unto them. They all got it.
Went down
Every
into
bit
the
of it.
life.
Bye. Float on. So long. You're out. Read.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth,
But
but had pleasure
Oh, they had joy,
in
exhilaration.
In
what?
unrighteousness.
Y'all get that, right? Anyway, Teach, I don't ever plan and ever think that this broadcast is literally going to take 2 hours every night. You know what I mean? We're on 2 hours, about 10, 15 minutes. I never really truly planned for this.
Amen.
The Most High God just usually has it that way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Been a good broadcast, though. What do you think?
Yes.
Been a good broadcast. One thing to every single one of you, especially you Israelites, to know how to navigate when you're dealing with these wicked ass people in the world. I hope we said something to stimulate thought, give you a little bit of wisdom. Actually, I want to say this. Give a little self-control to that warrior spirit. Me first. Because, if I say something, me first. Myself and Brother Shane, we got a history. They call us violent men. Brother Shane had to slap the shit out of a brother. They said, we see your fruits, didn't he? They tried. Isn't that amazing how they tried to turn it around on you, though?
Yeah, we were the ministers of condemnation.
Minister. How about them broke my damn pinky, putting a damn knot upside a damn dude head, and all of a sudden, I'm the issue. I'm the trouble. What the hell? This is unreal. Look at the devil, and the devil is a liar.
Yes, he is.
Jealousy is the rage of a man, don't it?
Yes, it is.
But, hey, let's get ready for Lion's Den. We out. I got to get ready in the morning. Teach do too. Hopefully be the Father's will unless he changes. We're looking for Jezebel 3. Okay? I love you all. I truly, truly love y'all. We're going to find out who the real true winner is of the free t-shirt for the courier knife. All right? Well, we bless you all. We truly, truly do. I love you all, brothers and sisters. Teach, how much can we say? Words are inadequate.
Yes, sir.
It really, truly is.
Amen.
For those of you that are able to make it a Passover, looking forward to seeing you. We'll be at the Feast on Unleavened Bread. We got 800 of you slated to be here at Passover. 700 to 800, somewhere along in there. That's the biggest Passover we ever had. Usually Tabernacle's usually huge. 700, 800. And then we're probably going to have between 500 and 600 is going to be here the whole time of the Feast on Unleavened Bread, somewhere along in there. Man, we love y'all enough to tell you the truth. I want y'all to be encouraged, okay? Every single one of you. But know this. We're striving to enter in at the gate.
Yes.
Into the city. Because straight is the way, and narrow is the gate, and few there be that find it.
Amen.
Looking forward to Lions Den. All right, come on, teach. Bring it on in for me. Hallelujah. Shabbat shalom. Uh-oh, look at him looking.